Good evening. Welcome back to DXB. Today we are talking content creation, and now we're going to be entering into the legalities of it in the UAE. And to join us in that is our next guest, who is a founder and managing partner of Alnaggar and Partners. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Ahmed Alnaggar.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
Now, tell us a little bit about your background. You're a lawyer. Ash had a question for you. He said, are you a social media lawyer? Is that a thing yet?
Well, it's becoming. A lot of lawyers are trying to introduce themselves as experts in the media and so on because they worked on that. I mean, it's not a subject that we study, not yet at least. It will come up. But yeah, from time to time we answer questions for a specific industry, and then we become more acquainted and more knowledgeable about it, and we can call
You must have gotten a lot of questions for this license that content creators have to get. I don't make any money off social media, but I've been told that if I receive gifts, if I post for brands, even if I'm not making any money, even if I don't have a lot of followers, you need to get it. Is that true?
That is absolutely true. Whether you're making money or not, because for us, even in the legal industry, money is not really only money. There's so many other things that we define as money and or a benefit or interest, and all of them constitute a benefit for you. So if you're doing any recommendation to a hotel, to a restaurant, to I don't know, a car or something that you're using, this constitutes a promotion.
Yeah, Lush won't send me any soap until I do it, so that's annoying.
I just got my delivery.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's big on social media, this unboxing and how to use for the first time and how to set it up and so on. It is a promotion, for sure.
So how quickly does a new creator need to start thinking about the legalities, the license, the taxes, things like that?
Immediately. I mean, it is a growing area where all governments, not just in the UAE, in many other countries, are regulating it. And the more regulation that comes in, the more responsibility that the influencers or the media content creators in general have to take care of, because it is a regulated activity. If you're not treating it as business, the jurisdiction, the authority is doing that for sure.
You can even be subject to corporate tax, even just as an individual creator.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not kind of a waiver for you if you don't have a license or you're not regulating yourself and you're doing everything on your own personal account, that you are, I don't know, free from reporting for taxation, because anybody who's earning more than $1 million dirham must register for corporate tax, that's for sure.
So I am someone who does multiple campaigns in a month, and I'll be honest with you, you're going to hate what I'm going to say next, but I get these contracts, and honestly, I try to be good. I try to read through them, the highlights, but sometimes they're like 20 pages long, and I'm in a rush, and they're in a rush to get it back, and you're, potentially signing your life and rights away to all your content and your name. What are some of the things that we really need to be watching out for as content creators?
I think the ownership, I mean, this is the main thing that a lot of people don't know, is that once you sign a contract for the content that you're creating and you're sharing, it might be very tricky in the contract that you don't own it anymore.
The content, the piece of content that you're creating.
The piece of content you're creating, and if anybody has the right over your pictures or your posts or your videos for life, you cannot stop it. And if you sign that contract, it is what it is.
Ahmed, I want to pick up on something you said a little bit earlier on about the fact that we need to have license to promote anything, whether or not we're making money from it. So my question to you is, if you're not a content creator, for example, I am, much like Dina is, I get paid to promote certain products on social media, either in cash or a barter system where I get free products or free services in exchange. My neighbor next door might buy a new lipstick kit and she might want to post that on social media. So, but she doesn't make any money from it, and she's not a content creator in any shape or form, although she would like to be. But my question to you is, at what point does posting content actually become a business in the eyes of the law?
Well, in the eyes of the law, they take a lot the intent. What are you intending to do? So as you said, she would like to be a content creator one day or so on. So what she's doing is advertising a product because of her experience. It's not just a review that she's sending to the retailer that, oh, I like your product, or it's not a recommendation that she's sending in a DM to one of her friends that try this. He's sending it to the public, and that is when you are categorized as an advertiser.
So are you saying that any regular person who's not in the content creation space at all, if they were to put a product and just give an honest, genuine review about it, that could potentially be considered as a business in the eyes of the law?
Well, in the eyes of the law, we always say it depends. So there's a lot of other factors that we can take in and judge and see how it works. In general, if you're advertising or promoting a product, this is a business. Whether you're making money or not, you have to be very careful. But in some cases, yeah, it depends.
I want to ask about people who are posting content outside, or taking content outside rather. On Kite Beach, JBR, taking a selfie and walking. There's somebody in the background, they're not happy about it. What's the legality of filming in public without getting permissions from anyone that might appear in the video?
So it's a thin line, okay? So you are not allowed, for sure, to post or to take any videos or any photos of anybody who is recognizable in the footage. That's one crime that has a penalty. And there's another crime which is posting or using this content. That's another crime with another penalty. So you have to be very careful when you're taking the videos, the consent of the people who appear as identifiable in this material, and when you post it, then you have to make sure that everybody who's identifiable in this video give you consent to post it, even if it's a friend.
Is there no sort of common sense law that somebody was just walking through the background? Can this claim ever be thrown out if somebody had a problem with it?
Well, it really depends on the circumstances of the case.
And the judge,
again.
probably.
Exactly. But in general, if I'm posting and a lot of people are running and you can recognize the person, but there is not much context into it, then probably even when it goes to the judge will look at it and say, no harm, no foul, no problem. It's not allowed, but there's no big deal because مثلا بس if there is an identifiable person who doesn't like it and doesn't like how he looks in the video or the photo and ask you to take it down and you don't, it's a big deal.
From a business standpoint, you run multiple locations with your law firm. Are you seeing content creation becoming a more robust part of your business?
Yes, absolutely. The last few years, we've seen the legal industry going into social media. It's not as common, it's not part of our studying or what we learned at school that we have to promote so much our business, but it is becoming a necessity. A lot of people are watching these videos and reels, they want to learn, and the lectures are not enough because the way we consume information is different. So we have to be out there, we have to reach out to the people who need these value and they need their help.
Ahmed, I want to ask you a very important question, because a lot of the times in Dubai or anywhere really, if we go to a nice restaurant, we post about it, oh, the food was amazing. But oftentimes when we have a negative experience with a place, especially in Dubai, see, I knew everyone was waiting for this question. If we have a negative experience from any establishment, are we allowed to give our honest opinion about it on our socials?
You know,
all of us.
What to say?
Look at it, it was my question too.
I want to do my best to give an answer that fits everyone, okay? One of the most important things that what you said, honest opinion, is a little bit different from what other people think the honest opinion should look like. So someone would think that the honest opinion should look like, I will express myself in the words I like, which is very dangerous because some of these expressions and vocabulary can be insulting or hurtful or defamatory in the eyes of the law. So if you're not an expert and if you don't know how this will be seen in court, just consult, ask someone, is my review actually touching any way that I can be charged for defamation to this restaurant or not? In general, whether the text is aggressive or not, everybody has the right to sue you if they don't like. And the judge will put things in perspective when they review the file. So when you have a negative review online, and if someone doesn't like it, they can just file a case against you, and it is a problem until the judge say, that was not so bad.
They can even report your account and you can get a shadow ban.
Yeah, and this includes comments as well. So if someone's bullying me, someone's leaving nasty comments, I can report
I'll
them.
stop you now, I'm sorry.
I've been really lucky. There's only one group of people targeting me at the moment, but otherwise
We
we're
know who
okay.
that is, but, Ahmed, thank you so much for coming on the show. That was some great advice, I think much needed, since all of us are in that space, you know, in whatever shape or form. But thank you so much. That was some great advice indeed.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for having me.
Dean, I believe you have our DXB in 60?
I do. Upton, we're going to get to know you very quickly. You've got 60 seconds. We're going to ask you a series of questions to see how many we can get through. Okay, I'm going to cue the clock. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Upton, best advice for new content creators?
Consistency. Post every day.
Biggest mistake you've made?
Biggest mistake I've made was getting too wrapped up in the results and not enough in the next video.
Podcast or video?
Video.
Yeah, I was going to. Any new content trends that you're seeing that are going to be big over the next few months?
I think kind of like more and more authenticity, walking down the street, selfie mode, less polished stuff, less podcast mics.
If you had an AI assistant, what would it do for you?
It would help me generate more video ideas and do the editing.
Oh yeah, biggest mistake people are making when they make content, other than you, obviously.
They're putting on a persona, right? So they're a different person they are on camera as they are off camera.
Your favorite social media platform?
I like all of them. I like YouTube a lot right now.
All right. Your favorite content creator anywhere in the world?
Oof, I like Johnny Harris quite a bit.
A content style that is going out of style?
Content style going out of style is probably...
We're out of time, but I'll let you answer that.
I would say the, like going up to random people and asking them questions. I still think there's a time and place for that, but in general, it's getting overdone.
Well, based on what we just heard, definitely not here, guys. Don't just go up to random people.
We bring in experts, not random people from the street. At least you've come across very knowledgeable.
Well, you saw Simon Squibb was here, and he was going up to people, and they kept being like, no.
Well, Upton, thank you so much for being our guest co-host again. Very good to see you, my friend. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
And Ahmed, thank you so much for the advice, and thank you so much for being on DXB today.
Thanks a lot.